We had a request to show more of the recall, break it down fundamentally in a way that I do it now, as opposed to what's in the membership space, especially because the subscription space was originally created simply off videos I was making for dogs in board and train. It was less of the steps of how I do it and more of what the owner of the dog needed to know for the dog to go home. So we have a 6-month-old pup here. Her name is Delilah. And you've probably, if you've been in the space, have seen maybe the hallway recall video. Well, that's great for smaller dogs, but for a larger dog, I'm going to need a little more space. One of my favorite retractable leashes is the Thunder Leash Dial a Distance, because it allows me to set the distance that I want for her to teach the recall. Now, a lot of dogs are a little spooked by the tape, and if that's the case, just use your 15-foot, 10-foot long line. I wouldn't go longer than a 15-foot long line because it's a lot of leash to deal with. You also might find you might spook your dog by it getting caught around their legs. So again, you have to kind of choose the tool to match your dog and what's going to work best. I have not done this with her with this leash yet, Delilah. So we're going to kind of see how this is together. I'm just clipping her to a flat collar. She has nothing else on right now. We just finished a leash work session and it started raining. So I was like, let's finish up with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to use her kibble. She has amazing food drive, so which is yay me, right? So she will pretty much work for anything. So I'm just using her breakfast, just her kibbles. You can see, come here. She is a little unsure of this of the retractable. She kind of moved off and was like, what the heck? So again, choose your tool accordingly. If she's spooking with this as I practice, I do have a long line I can move to. She's puppy. She chews on leashes. She gets frustrated. You just move on from it. You just kind of ignore the situation and move on from it. I don't want to create any sort of superstitious behavior or feelings about the leash. Just remove it from her mouth. She's frustrated. She doesn't have an attention span that's long enough for me to sit here and talk for very long. So let's get moving. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to throw the food. Delilah, get it. Now I've already trained her that get it means get it from the ground. Delilah. Now I'm not saying come yet, okay? Because right now I haven't really taught that. So I'm just saying her name. So she's just responding to her name. If you are a new puppy owner, great game to teach your puppy their name. Ready? Get it. Let them get the treat. Good. Delilah. Good. I was a little late saying Delilah there, but you're getting the drift. Get it. We want to pay for, yes, for engagement. It's no different than like working on eye contact or anything else. You're really actually teaching a couple things here. You're charging marker. Get it. Which get it for me is find it on the ground. Delilah. Yes. Marking yes, which means come get paid. And you're just doing a few reps of this. This is a low distraction environment. Get it? I'm not competing with odor in the grass or the gravel. You'll notice I'm doing this up here where the dogs don't go potty up here. Yes. So anytime they come back, mark yes. Get it? She's going to search for it because I threw it a little far, so I'm going to help her. Ready? Get it? I'm going to throw a second one. Delilah. Yes. Now, what happens if your pup gets caught around the banister? Help your dog out. Don't be a jerk. I've seen a few times on social media where the trainer has held it and let the dog struggle. Okay, there are learning experiences, but this dog has been here 48 hours. Let's not start off on the foot of figure it out for yourself. She's here because figuring it out for herself hasn't worked so well. Delilah. Yes. Good. So again, creating value with being with me. Get it? Delilah. Yes. Keeping it super short. Now, another little trick is you want to pay a little bit for staying here, okay? Because if you immediately throw the treat, the second the dog returns, the dog is going to anticipate leaving you to go chase. So having a little bit of a break and doing a little bit of food just, yes, right here, keeps the dog with you, which is a goal for recall. A lot of people do recall games, restrained recalls, and build a lot of that excitement, which we want. But the problem is if we don't pause, the dog learns to leave you the second they get paid, and we want to avoid that situation. Yes. So that's it. Very, very simple. This is how I start it. When a new dog comes into training, retractable, long line are your tools. Some bait. You could do this in the morning utilizing your dog's breakfast. Keep it really short, you guys. You don't want to go too long because, especially with young dogs, they don't have the attention span for it. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Make sure you create value for being with you. And make sure you're marking yes or whatever your marker is for coming and getting food. That's it. Let me know if you have any questions in the Facebook group.